Micah, last week, Orange County District Attorney Todd Spitzer announced he had fired one of his top prosecutors, Brahim Beytai, saying an investigation had found that the prosecutor failed to turn over evidence in a murder case. But then yesterday, some memos surfaced in another murder case, memos written by Beytai before he was terminated that have some suggesting the DA's motive in the firing was much different. The case that now has Orange County District Attorney Todd Spitzer being accused of making a racist comment dates back to April of 2019. That's when Darren Parch and Wendy Miller were found murdered inside a Newport Beach home. Days later, Jamone Buggs was arrested and later charged for the murders. Our previous reporting suggests Darren Parch may have been targeted over Buggs's belief that Parch was in a relationship with Buggs's ex-girlfriend. Wendy Miller, on the other hand, had no known connection to the accused killer. Last October, a special circumstances committee met at the Orange County District Attorney's office to discuss whether prosecutors should pursue the death penalty in the case. Spitzer and then Senior Assistant District Attorney Brahim Beytai were both members of the committee. During the meeting, Beytai later wrote in a December 3rd memo that while discussing prior instances of domestic violence involving the defendant, who is black, DA Spitzer specifically and expressly asked about the race of the defendant's prior female girlfriends/victims. I stated that the race of the victims is completely irrelevant and it will be inappropriate for the OCDA to consider. DA Spitzer then stated that while he was a student in college, one of his fellow black students only dated white women to get himself out of his bad circumstances and situations. In a later memo, Beytai argued that California's Racial Justice Act required them to report Spitzer's comments to the court to see if the information should be given to Buggs's defense team. And when the comments were leaked to the media Wednesday, Spitzer's 2022 opponent for district attorney, Pete Hardin, said the comments were racist and called on Spitzer to resign. But Spitzer claims he was misquoted and taken out of context. In a separate memo dated January 30th, Spitzer wrote, "My questions about Buggs and the race of former girlfriends was simply to address the issue of cross-racial identification. I simply was exploring Buggs's ability to identify, properly or not, the race of the female victim in that moment before he executed two victims. In my mind, if he killed the female thinking she was the former girlfriend, there was an argument that it was heat of passion murder versus an execution of a witness." As for the comment about the college classmate, Spitzer said, "The only thing I stated was that I have seen black men date white women in certain circles in order to have others around them be more accepting." Now, before this went public, Spitzer removed the prosecution team on that double murder case, put a new prosecution team in, and announced that the death penalty would be taken off the table. That blindsided a Newport Beach police lieutenant who, in another court filing, suggested those moves were made to cover up the controversial comments by the district attorney. Now, we asked the DA for an interview today. He was unavailable for an interview. We also reached out to Beytai, who was running for judge in Orange County, but did not hear back. Reporting live in La Palma, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.